Hi guys, welcome to the live. So I have to get two people on here today. We're going to start with REE.k. Oh. Okay. Kurt and where's REE.k? I can't find REE.k on here. What's going on? REE.k, I can't find you. Kurt, are you online?
Yeah, should I not be?
Yeah, but I can't find REE.k. She's not coming
Okay.
up. So I don't know.
Oh, let me jump out. Let me jump out because she's the main.
Yeah, but I can't find her online. Like I'm typing her name in and nothing's coming up.
Oh,
So
oh,
I don't
really?
know. Yeah, so I don't know why that is.
I was just chatting with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was looking forward to it.
Yeah, I know. So I'm sending her a message, but she doesn't look like she's online. Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna
you
try
know,
again.
fashionably late. I don't know.
Sorry?
If maybe she wants to be. Never mind. I'm sorry. Nothing.
You making a joke there, are you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, well, I see her, but she's
There
not
she is.
showing
She
online.
joined. She's there. REE.k joined.
Okay, I
I
can't
see
see her
her.
though. Where?
There she is. Boom.
Ah, hi,
Hello.
REE.k.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Genki.
Yeah. Oh, can you hear me okay?
Okay.
Yeah?
ちょっと待って。
Hi.
Okay.
Okay. How are you?
Fine. And you?
Yeah, good. A little bit hot, but fine.
You are in Canada?
Yeah, in Canada, yeah. And the last week it's been 45, 49 degrees, so it's very hot.
Oh, yes. Very hot.
Yeah. Today is a little bit cooler, but and how's everything in Japan?
Yes, in Miyazaki, in Kyushu. Yeah, in shine. Hot day.
Hot day?
暑いよ。
And how about with you, Kurt?
Yeah. We just had a little tropical storm roll through here, but
Yeah.
元気だよ。ありがとう。REE.kさんよろしくお願いします。
Yeah, thank you so much for being here to help with the translation and everything. But
My pleasure.
REE.k, I'm sure REE.k is going to do okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's start, REE.k. Let's start with when you started, like what year was it started, and and like when you started DJing, like what kind of music did you start with?
And I mean techno.
Yeah.
So techno and trance. そうだね。Japanese okay?
いいよ。
テクノから始めて、で、そっからのトランスとか、まあ、好きなやつを全部かけたいなと思って、もうとにかくなんか、好きな音楽を、自分が好きな音楽を全部かけたいみたいな。自分が好きな音楽をみんなに面白く聴いてもらいたいなと思って。
Alrighty, yeah. She said, she started off just by, listening to music that she loved and just playing the music that she loved. It's been a part of her life. You wanted to ask her what year did she start?
Yeah.
リケさん何年で始めたんですか？
92年。だから来年30周年です。
So she first started DJing in 1992. And so next year will be her 30th year.
Wow,
DJing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
すごい。
Kind of close to me. Yeah, kind of close to me. Yeah.
これしかやってないよ、私。30年。
She said, Domino said, いや、大体同じだって。30年。すごいね、二人とも。
すごいね。
Yeah. And what did you start? What did you start on, REE.k? Was it vinyl? Did you start playing with vinyl?
Vinyl?
Yeah, when you first started DJing, was it with vinyl?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Vinyl, then I play CD, and now I use a computer.
Computer?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And your style, so your style was like techno, but also like then you got into like trance, like side trance, Goa style, or more like old school style.
Yes, yes, old school Goa trance mainly.
Mainly, yeah. And
sometimes I play side trance, but the techno, yeah, だいたいテクノかな。
More techno.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And also, I know that you like produce music, so I wanted to know also how that started and when did you like first start producing?
プロデュースもやってますよね、REE.kさん。
やってる。
プロデュース始まるきっかけって。時々 Sometimes she produces. How did that そう始めたきっかけはどうだったんですか？
きっかけは私10代の頃に中学生ぐらいの時からバンドを始めて、その時はギターをやってたんだけど、なんか演奏するのがすごくなんか下手で、けど音楽やりたいっていうのがあって、でそっからなんかバンドやってたんだけど、そっからなんか演奏っていうよりもなんかちょっと録音するのにハマっちゃって、でそれで録音してからの打ち込みみたいな、シーケンサーでシンセ使ってっていう風な。
So she really loved music from her junior high school days, and she was in a band first.
Yeah.
They played in a band. Just loved performing. Just loved music, and it started like that. But then she kind of drifted into like wanting to record things and just wanted to perform live, and that's how she started.
Okay, and the band that she has, like, what kind of style was that?
Hardcore punk.
Hardcore.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Yeah. And how many, like, all the members in the band what was it? All female, or was it what was it? What band was it?
Yeah, mixture.
Mixed.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that the party so long time ago, like I'm trying to think, maybe can't remember, 90 something, when we did the all female party, you came and you played, and you did the all female band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was super cool. I think that was the first time, no?
昔ほら全部女の子のパーティーとかオールフィメールでやってたんじゃないですか、REE.kさん。
あれはまあ一回だけのプロジェクト。
Oh yeah, she said it was just like that one time only, but Yeah.
Yeah.
のためだけのやつ
Girls' night.
Girls' night.
Girls' night でいいね。
ですね。
Yeah.
Uh,
And so I wanted to ask also, like how you found it, like as a female getting into the electronic scene. Like obviously for you it started in Japan, right? Then how was it for you? Like did you find it difficult or easy or なんで？
はい。じゃあ、REE.k さん、こう、日本のアーティストとして、女性アーティストとして、こう、日本で、こう、やり出した、こう、なんか、簡単だったんですか？それか、なんか、この、
まあ、最初は私が始めた頃は、なんかもう全然女の DJ の人いなかったよね。あんまり。
いなかったんだよね。
数人ぐらいしかいなかったんじゃないかな。だから私なんかすごいやりづらくて、なんていうか、まあ言ったら舐められてたかもしれないね。もしかしたら甘く見られてたかもしれない。だから私はもうなんていうの、もうあんまりそういうふうになんかこう軽く見られるの嫌で、だからもう私はもう絶対実力で勝負してやると思ってて。
Okay, so basically, yeah, when she started DJing, she was like the only female DJ, especially in Japan.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't like take her too seriously. That's what made her work even harder, work even to become more successful and to, stick around and, and leave her mark as the queen. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Like for sure, REE.k was one of the first like Japanese female DJs to come out with the electronic sound. So yeah. Okay.
So
and
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And then I wanted to ask, like, what was your first party that you played at? Like your first event as a DJ?
DJ やるとして一番最初のパーティーはどこだったんですか？
一番最初のパーティーどこだったかな？すごい小さい
ビッグパーティーかな？ビッグパーティーかな？
東京のなんかすごい小さいところだったかな？最初にやったのは。
Yeah, she said the first time she DJed anywhere was it was like a small little club in Tokyo. Do you remember the name? その箱、名前覚えてる？
恥ずかしいよね。
ごめんね。
Difficult to remember, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how about your first like big event?
大きなとこでやったのはどこかな？リキッドルームかな？新宿の。
Liquid room?
Yes.
Yeah, liquid room. Yeah, the liquid room.
記憶が。
Her first memory of a big party is liquid room. Yeah.
Liquid room. Okay. And
それ、REE.k さん何年だったか？何年とか覚えてる？大体。94?
97年とかかな。
Maybe it was in 1996 or 97.
それぐらいからどんどんなんていうかパーティーシーンの来る人が増えてなんかどんどん大きくなっていって96年97年ぐらいからだいたいパーティーの東京でも大きくなってきてでまあ2000年ぐらいが一番ピーク。
Yeah, so she started, her first big event was in 1996 at the Liquid Room, and that's when people really started showing up and blowing up on the Tokyo scene. And when did you show up in Tokyo, Domino? 97, 98?
Yeah, around 97, yeah.
Yeah, and that's when it was blowing up. Bay Hall, Arcadia, Vision Quest.
Yeah.
All those big parties, Liquid Room.
Liquid Room, yeah.
Yeah, Natsukashi. Those are the good old days. Natsukashi all.
Yeah, we have good memories.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yes, like lots of good memories from Japan in that time for sure.
Oh yeah, the gathering.
I miss those times.
I know, big time, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time
And I
slip,
remember,
time slipしたよね。
yeah, and I remember the first time, or I think not the first time, maybe the second time I came to Japan, and I saw REE.k playing, and I was like so like amazed because you know it was like so cool to see another female DJ like with her energy. Like it was, yeah, instant. I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. And I've always been a fan of her since then. So I'm a big fan
今
of
すごい、
REE.k.
そう、リケイさんのことをすごく褒めてるよ、今。もう、機会な来日の時に、こう、リケイさんのライブ見て、なんか、いい感じだなと思ってて、ずっと尊敬してるよ。
もうドミノがもうめっちゃなんていうかもう、なんていうかもうすごいエナジーっていうか、すごいなんていうか DJ スタイルだったから、私もすごいびっくりしてた。なんかすごいパワーだなと思って。
Yeah, she said thank you, but also your style too, Domino. Just big power, big energy. She's always been a big fan of yours as well.
Yeah, it's a shame like that my Japanese was so bad, and also I think we were both a little bit shy, so we didn't really, you know, become so close, which is a shame. But yeah.
お互いに仲良くなれなかったっていうか、あまり話せなかったかもしれないけど、お互いにシャイだっていうことが残念とおっしゃったけど。はい。
一回なんかポルトガルで一緒になんかやって、すごいなんか大きなテントの2000人か3000人ぐらいだったかな、ポルトガルでフィメールパーティーだったよね。
Yeah.
She said you guys played together in 2003 in Portugal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did. Sun Moon Goddess. Yeah, we did another female party there. All female party.
Oh, nice.
あれは本当すごかった。
She said that was a big one. That was a good one.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Was that's another question I wanted to ask. Like what was your first party outside of Japan, and like where was it?
リケさん、最初日本から出て海外のビッグパーティーの最初のところはどこだったんですか？
最初はね、オーストラリアだったかな。
Australia?
Yep.
1995?
95.
Byron Bay? Where'd you go?
Yes, Byron, Melbourne, then Brisbane, Sydney, then Byron Bay.
Then Byron Bay.
Yeah. So she went all over Australia.
And what was that experience?
For the Trans Elements Party Festival.
Okay. And
Trans Elements.
What was that experience for you, like REE.k, for the first time being outside of Japan to go and DJ? How was that for you? Did you find it very different compared to Japan?
やっぱ人々がなんか違ったね。
Yeah, the people were different, but the vibe 一緒だったかな？ How was the vibe, REE.kさん？
もっともっとなんか表現が自由で、すごいなんか、私そこでなんかもう結構いろんな今までのパーティーとかに対して思ってたなんか思いが全部、私そのオーストラリアの時でだいぶひっくり返っちゃって。なんか、こういうのあるんだと思って、今まではなんか東京ではなんかどっちかっていうとパーティーっていうよりかなんかイベントみたいな感じだったよね。で、そっからのなんかオーストラリア行ってトランスのフェスティバル行ったらなんか全部が自由な感じでみんな表現とかすごくてなんかから私なんかそっからパーティーに対する思いが全部なんかひっくり返っちゃってでそれをまあ日本でやりたいなと思って私スペースギャザリングを始めた感じかな。
Okay, yeah. Basically, she said, you know, the people, of course, the scene was different. It kind of just totally flipped her image of how she thought, you know, the party scene was going to be. But it kind of made it all the more worthwhile when she went back to Japan. You know, the people in Australia were just free, just expressed themselves so freely. And and it kind of made, she wanted to take that vibe back to Japan as well, and keep it going.
Okay. And then so I mean, where all have you played, REE.k? Like, which parts in the world have you played? And maybe you can tell me which is maybe some of your favorite, and yeah, like festivals or parties doesn't really matter, but like where all in the world?
さあ、海外で、多分、様々なところ行ってると思うんですけど、なんか思いに残る場所とか、あと、どこ行ったんですか、まず。海外でお願いします。
海外は、そんなに行ってないけどね。まあ、
She said she hasn't gone, not that much overseas. だけど、
ベルリンがすごい面白い。ラブパレード
Berlin, she said that.
そう、ラブパレードまだやってた頃に私3年連続ぐらいで行ってて、ゴアギルさんと一緒にやったりとか、ベルリンで。トランスのパーティーとか。それはまだ2000年になる前の話で。でもなんかラブパレードすごいね。めっちゃ人がいる。でもいろんなところでパーティーやってるし、もうなんか何日間もぶっ続けでパーティーみたいな感じだったね、あの頃は。ラブパレード。
So she played at, I guess she's saying she played at the Love Parade?
Berlin, yeah.
Berlin,
it was just amazing. Like he just, they had the big main party, but just so many parties off the side and just keep blasting for days and days on end,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
And then, and where else? So she's played, okay, so I know she played in Portugal. You played in Portugal and in Berlin and in Australia. Have you been to India?
No.
No.
Never.
Why not?
インド行ったことないんですか？
I don't know. I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know why not.
Really? Because Masa's been there a few times, no?
そう、マサ
は行ってるじゃないですか。
マサさんはなんか結構最近毎年行ってるけどね。私はまだ行ってない。
Really? Well, びっくりだね。
なのかな。
Yeah. So, Masa goes about every year, but she just hasn't had the right time or right chance or the right opportunity to go yet. Surprise.
Surprise? No, well, not surprise. I mean, there's a lot of people that haven't been there, but I'm like kind of like, yeah, I was surprised. I thought REE.k for sure had been there, played there at least one time.
そうだね。確かに、REE.kさんは絶対にゴア一度ぐらいはゴア行ってるんじゃないかなと思ったみたいな。
うん、そうだと思う。だから今後はあるかもしれないね。今まではないんだよ。なんか不思議だね。
Yeah, she said it's kind of weird. She's never been, but one day, someday.
One day, yeah. And have you like have you played at like ZNA or anything like that? No.
Where at? DNA?
The ZNA.
Oh, ZNA.
ZNA, yeah, in Portugal.
ああ、いや、です。3年前ぐらいかな。3 years ago?
2 years ago?
3 years ago.
3?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And how was that? Did you like it?
いや、すごい良かった。
Yeah.
5000人ぐらいいたかな。すごい良かったね。なんかみんな、もう出演者の人がもうみんなおじさんになってて、なんか90年代の頃は活躍してた人たちだったから、もう今みんな、この間行ったらなんかもうみんなおじさんになってて、なんかすごい。
Yeah, she's surprised because, back in the 90s, we were all young and, at the peak, but it's the same people, who show up in 2017 and they're all gotten old. We're all Oji-san, Hen Oji-san. Yeah. They're all old guys now. We're all old guys, old folks.
Yeah. We're all getting old. Yeah. Funny. Then have you like collaborated with any artists together ever? Have you done a collaboration?
あ、そういうのはあんまりやってないな。あんまりやってない、そういうのは。この間、剛くんとバックトゥバックやって。
Yeah, she did a little collaboration with Tsuyoshi-san.
Oh, okay.
Recently. Last year? Recently? 最近ですか？
そう。最近2回、なんか春に1回春
あ、そう
風で。
だ、あれ、Japan is calling. Japan's calling, right?
うん、それじゃなくて、春風っていうパーティーがあって、で、そこで、
はいはい。
剛くんと2人で私、バックトゥバックの DJ セットやったの。
Okay. The Harukaze, the Spring Wind event, a Japanese event, and her and Tsuyoshi played back to back. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Yeah.
Okay, but not actually making music together also?
No.
No.
No? あれは、
Oh.
Japan is calling は、あれ違いますか？
あれは一人で作った。
Oh, really? あれ鳥でしたよね。last song ね。あれガンガンでしたね。ナイス曲でしたよ。
そう。
俺大好きだよ。
最後の曲に入ってるでしょ、あれ。なんかね、いろんな人がね、こう、アルバム通しで聴いててね、なんか最後の曲で私のあれで、みんななんか今までの雰囲気と違うから、
俺は大好き。So there's a new album out.
ラスボス出たみたいな感じでみんな言われたよ、なんか。なんか、すごいなんていうか、分厚い音がすごい多かったから、他の人たちみんなサイトランスだったでしょ？なんか、結構なんかこう、なんていうか、ノリのいい感じの音だった。
Yeah, あれはね、よかったよ。すごいよかったよ。So Domino-san, there's a new album, Tsuyoshi's compilation, Japan's Calling. You heard that? And she's got the last.
No, I haven't.
Oh, really? Shit, I should send it to you. It's the last track. She's got the last track on that album, and it's just bang bang. It's full on psytrance, and it's like people are like, it's almost like dark, almost like heavy, boom, you know. And people are like, whoa, that's not like you. You know, but she's getting a lot of feedback on that. So yeah,
that's good.
I'll send it to you after this.
I saw that she did a live stream. I think it was some weeks ago.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, and it was amazing. I was like really surprised. I was like, that's REE.k. That's not normally her style.
ああ、なんかREE.kさんこの前のライブストリーム見たんだって。でいつもとなんか違う感じだったみたいですけど、なんかスタイルが。
スタジオでやったやつかな。
そうだと思う。あれかっこよかったよ。
日本の時間で結構夜8時ぐらいだったから、なんかちょっとこうみんなでこうお家でゆっくり聴ける感じにしようかなと思って、ちょっと緩いテクノだったかな。あんまりガンガンいかなかった。
Yeah, that was like she did it at a studio here in Japan at about 8 p.m. and yeah, just went light and soft, but it ended up being hard.
Yeah, it was really really nice, and also like a lot of like old school sound.
Yeah. すげえオールスクールだったよ。オールスクールな感じでしたよつって。
ありがと
う。Yeah, it was really cool. And I also wanted to ask, like, have you had like any break at all, REE.k, from the DJing? Like, did you step back a little bit, or have you just been doing it constantly?
Oh, that's a good question. Really good question, Domino-san. REE.kさんはどうですか？最近こうずっと DJ やり続いてる感じ？それかたまになんか休憩間やめたりとか他のことをしたりしませんですか？
なんかコロナの去年はなんかあんまり仕事があんまりやっぱなかった。コロナで。でも今はなんか東京が復活してる感じでじわじわと。だから今はまあ結構毎週パーティー入ってるかな。今年に入ってからは。去年はもう何もなかった。あんまり半分ぐらいしか。で、それ以外には今、今ね、なんか、まあデザイン の仕事って言ったらなんだけど、デザインちょっとやったりとか。でも私は DJ なんで、DJ しかできないから。
Right. Well, yeah, of course, as you know, the Corona was a big hit on, so many DJs around the world. Everyone's been struggling. But, this year, Tokyo's getting back to normal. There's more and more parties coming about, and it's getting back. She's playing a few more parties, but she's also been working on some kind of like a design, like clothes. どんなデザインですか？グラフィック系？
そうそう、グラフィックデザインとか、まあでもあんまりやってないね。
まあ。So some graphic design work.
Okay.
去年はまあ、外にも出れないし、あんまりなんか何もやってなかったね。
Yeah, she said last year. I mean.
去年秋に私、熊本から宮崎に引っ越して、なんかそういうことで、ちょっと仕事以外のことで私、めっちゃバタバタやってたかな。
Okay. Yeah, like I said, last year, nobody, I mean, there was no parties, you know how it was, Corona lockdown, Japan was on lockdown, still kind of on a kind of lockdown situation.
Lockdown. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so she moved down to southern Japan, down in the very bottom, Miyazaki prefecture.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's kind of like the Florida of Japan. It's down at the bottom.
So more like countryside.
Yes.
Yeah, well, compared to Tokyo, yeah, it's 田舎ですか？やっぱ宮崎行って。でも海、it's a beach. The beach is beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I live in very countryside, and 13 minutes drive to beach.
Beach? Okay.
Yes.
いいね。
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
And,
here's too many rice farm.
Oh, okay. Rice farms? Okay.
Yes.
町の名前は何て言うんですか？
And then,
What's the name of the city? DK-san. What is it? Kaito?
Saito City.
Taito. Like 太い海?
あんまり知らないけど、
サイト。
サイト。
Okay.
うん。
Right.
サイトってとこだけど、みんなあんまり知らないよ。
Okay.
Saito.
Yeah, it's a small city in Miyazaki called Saito,
Saito.
where
Okay.
she's living. It's
And then also I wanted to ask, have you like in the past really like done like CD mixes, like release CD mixes on any labels?
どうですか？今までこうラベルでこう CD ミックスとか発売とかありますか？
この間その剛くんのコンピレーションアルバムに1曲参加して、であとねなんかテクノのアーティストのリミックスとか1回やったかな今年は。あとは今後東京の小次郎くんとかがやってるプロジェクトのなんかリミックス今頼まれてて、それをまあ秋ぐらいにはなんかやる。
了解。So yeah, that recent one she did with Tsuyoshi, and then she's done a techno mix CD in the past. But she's working on. Do you know Kojiro? Do you know Kojiro, Domino? Yeah, she's working on a new techno release. Maybe it's going to come out in fall this year. Aki kana?
Okay.
Yep.
And so anything for the future? Like, are you gonna produce more music, REE.k? Do you think?
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, she hopes so. Yeah, of course.
けどね、なんか私音楽作り出すともうなんかそれしかできなくなっちゃって、日常の生活がなんか あんまりできなくなっちゃうから、あんまり
I like all the
仲間に
hearts. People are putting all the hearts up here. A lot of hearts. Nani, what was she saying?
Yeah, I'm sorry. She was saying, you know, once she starts playing music, it's like that's like the only thing she likes to do. She gets so into it, you know, and it kind of takes away focus away from other things, a part of her life, you know. So
Other things.
yeah, it's a big thing, you know. Once she starts playing, she's all in, you know.
She's all in. Yeah. And then how, like, is there any place that we can go and like listen to any of your recent like mixes anywhere online? Because I went to SoundCloud, but I couldn't find I found like 1 or 2 tracks, but I didn't find any of your mixes, REE.k. Have you uploaded any mixes anywhere?
なんかREE.kさんの曲を探しにサウンドクラウドに行ったんだけど、なんか1曲か2曲ぐらいしか見つけなくて、なんか。
サウンドクラウドあんまり上げてないね。
ミックスクラウド
の方には、いっぱいあるよ。
Okay. Do you know Mixcloud?
Mixcloud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Mixcloud is where she uploads everything?
そこをもっと充実してるんですか？もっと曲が
ミックスクラウドはね。
Yeah.
まあまああります。
Try Mixcloud.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just under REE.k, yeah?
やっぱね、名前はREE.kで。
そうです。
Did you want to ask her about how she got her name? REE.k?
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask. Is that her actual birth name or is that her artist name?
そう、やっぱ気になって、REE.kってこう DJ ネームをどうやってこう考えたんですかって。
私。
REE.k? Is that
K は
リエ栗原からREE.kですか？
そう。でも私結婚して栗原になったんだけど、その結婚する前も K で私リエだから名前が。私小学校ぐらいの時からリーちゃんだったの。私小学校ぐらいの時からリーちゃんで、だからまあそのリーちゃんのリーを取って、で K だったから K みたいな。なんかあんまり
了解。
面白くないね。
いや、そんなことないよ。一人だよ。So like, she's always been called Lee-chan, you know, when she was a kid, even from like elementary school. And her last name began with a K. Even after she got married, it was Kurihara, but even when she was a kid, her maiden name began with a K. So it was Lee, K, REE.k.
そう、あんまり言っても面白くないね。
OK
でしょ。まあ OK にしとこ
う。What? Somebody said the band that REE.k was forming was messed up cool. What? Who's that? Please push from both of us. LOL. I don't know. There's like a lot of people making comments in Japanese, which obviously I can't read, so you will have to translate them here. Can you see some of them here?
Man, God, you're killing me. I'm like, hold on. Let me, I can't, okay, let me see if I can scroll down. Give me a second.
REE.k, can you see all the Japanese messages? It's all written in Japanese.
なんかいろいろ出てきてるよ、下の方に。
Yeah, everybody says they love the both of you. Hold on.
あゆむくんもいるよ。
いるよね。
あゆむくん見てる。
あゆむくん。Yo.
あ、わかめちゃんもいるよ。わかめちゃん。
You know, I feel really embarrassed that I can't speak like Japanese. In all the years that I've been back and forth, and then I spent like 3 years in Japan, and I can't speak Japanese.
日本語ができなくてとっても恥ずかしい思いをしてるんだけど、でもどうですか、REE.kそのことに対して。
いや、私もあんまりほら。英語がそんなに達者じゃないんで、そんなにベラベラ喋れないんでね、私。もう、めっちゃ恥ずかしいよね、もう、こんな日本語でさ、通訳とかしてさ、
Well, she says pretty much it's not like she can get by in English, but it's not her best subject either, you know, so don't feel bad. You know.
わかめちゃんわかめちゃん
Ah.
あゆむくんが返事してますよ。
Yes, REE.k is definitely the #1 Japanese DJ, female DJ for sure. For sure.
Oh, for sure.
そうなのかな。
Now there's so many. You'd be surprised, Domino. There's so many young female DJs, but all because of DK-san.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a lot more now for sure.
今 DK さんのおかげでこう日本でこう女性 DJ 人がだいぶ増えてましたね。
ああ、まあすごいね。女の子の DJ すごいいっぱいいる今。結構みんなちゃんとやってるし、なんかすごいと思いますよ。結構来てる。
Yeah.
今なんかね、20代の子たちがすごい勢いがあって、パーティーやったりとか、
Yeah.
DJ やったりとか、すごい。20代の子たちすごい。
Yeah, she said there's so many more young 20-something female DJs in Japan coming up, but they got there's a lot of them are into the scene. The 20-year-olds got a long young power, and there's several to keep your eye out on for.
Okay. Is there any that REE.k likes, like any of the upcoming female Japanese DJs? Is there any ones that she can say that she likes that?
どうですか DK さん、なんかおすすめの若い子いますか？
結構まあまあいます。でも名前あげるとほら、名前あげちゃうとちょっとあれなんで、ちょっと、名前人の、あれがちょっとあれなんで。
わかる。It's kind of, as a senior member, she can't just like give one name up and then, but there's but there's quite a few that are promising. Let's just say that. Let's just leave it like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if she gives one and then doesn't give another, that could
Yeah.
やっぱ先輩は大変だよね。
そうね。
Okay.
でも私ね、なんかあんまりなんか30年ぐらいやってるけど、私あんまり先輩って気が自分であんまりしてないんだよね。なんか。
Yeah, she said she's
な
been.
んかこう、なんていうか、なんだろう。いつでもなんか最初にやってる気分な感じだね。いまだに。なんかちゃんとやってます。
Yeah. Well, she said she's been doing it almost 30 years now, but she doesn't feel like she's kind of the senpai of the Japanese scene. But you are, DK-san, kaitakusha though. You're the pioneer.
Yeah.
You got it all going.
なんか最初はそういうふうに言われてた。すごい。最初はね。私他の人がやんないことバンバンやってて。
So, how old was REE.k when she started? Was she like 18 or something?
初めて、本当に本気でやり出したのは何歳だったんですか？ 17、18くらいだった。
は22歳、92年。
So 92 when she was 22.
22, that's when she started?
Like full on, like seriously, yeah.
No, okay, seriously, but before that, like actually, when she was like got into music and DJing, maybe not like seriously, but she was younger, no? Than that?
こう、22で始まったんですか？
そう、DJ をね。
DJ, yeah, she started at 22.
22, okay.
Mm-hmm. How old were you, Domino?
Me? I was around 18, 19.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when I first started playing out, when I was like 15, 16, I actually started getting into it. And
right.
I did my first party with in Goa with the opening up for GMS, but it wasn't like nothing professional because I didn't even have, like, it was just with professional Walkmans, with cassette. So it was like no mixing, it was just pause play. So
pause play, okay.
Yeah.
すごい. What year was that? That was in Goa, what, like 90, 93? 90?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, I was born 72, so.
Hey, that's a good year.
Yeah, you're the rat.
Me
too.
Play with that.
You still do the DAT machines, right?
Yeah, well,
Eh.
I kind of moved to CD, but also I had a long break.
Yeah,
Like I
long
didn't
break.
DJ for a long time. So
How many years did you not DJ? Roughly.
Well, I've been in Canada now almost 11 years.
Wow.
So, you know, I DJ'd in between here a little bit, like at the Shambhala Festival, but not like, you know, every, you know, year or whatever. So, yeah, you know, I was kind of like in a situation where I couldn't really do much. So, yeah, I had like a long break. Yeah. But yeah, up until that, like I started, you know, messing around and DJing a little bit here and there when I was 15, 16 years old. And then, yeah. So, and then obviously when I had Marley, I had a little bit of a break, but then I continued. I was like DJing actually pregnant with Marley still up until I was like 8 months. So, but yeah. So.
そう。結構長い間、REE.k さん、やらなかったんですから、DJ。実際に。あ、今のドミノの話が。そう。10年間ぐらい空けてた。ドミノさんが10年間ぐらい空けてたから。
あ、ドミノがね。
はい。そう。今のそんな話してました。けど、はい。Oh, I am says, he's typing REE.k and Domino, Psycho ni Naskashi, Hotaka. Did you guys both play Hotaka?
Yes.
At a Hotaka? Yeah, that was a good party. Yeah, that was a good party.
I
remember that one.
I remember like, yeah, I think not the first, maybe the third time I played in Japan, like my nickname was like Psycho. They all used to call me Psycho DJ.
Oh, Psycho.
Yeah.
Psycho, yeah. Back then, Hamase, did you ever meet Hamase when they had the Psycho family at Club Asia?
Yes.
With Hamase? Yeah, Psycho family. あれも懐かしいんだよね。
浜瀬くん最近会ってないですね。
浜瀬さんは懐かしいよ。今大阪？
多分大阪にじゃないかな。
ねえ。俺もずっと。2
年ぐらい会ってないから。
ほんと、僕はね、多分ね、8年くらい会ってないんですよ。野倉さんが亡くなった以来は会ってないんですよ。
あ、そうなんだ。野倉さんも懐かしいな。
懐かしいね。
Somebody says REE.k played set one you have to hear, you'll be captivated. Which REE.k? The last one is he talking about? I wonder.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, like people should definitely go check out REE.k's last set that she did live stream. I don't know where is that on
この前、REE.kさん、ライブストリームやったセットが、どこで見つけられるか、やっぱ、YouTube とか、
YouTube?
ジャパンコーリング、ライブストリーム。この前のライブストリームセットやったんじゃないですか。
ライブストリーミングのこと？
はい。どこで見られるんですか？
それは YouTube。
YouTube?
Yeah,
okay.
YouTube.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, I watched it. I actually watched it on the day, and I was like mesmerized because I was like, I haven't heard REE.k play in a long time, and it was surprising for me because I remember, you know, REE.k had like her very kind of her own style, and not so much in the trance so much, but the set that she played, that live stream, was very like old school Goa sound, and I thought it was amazing. Yeah.
この前の
That style suits you, REE.k.
ああ。だからこの前のセット、当日、こう生で見てたらしいですよ。ドミノさんが。で、すごい、オールドスクールのゴアセットでしたから、なんか、すごくいい感じでしたよ。
なんかね、最近ね、オールドスクールのゴアサウンドを求められることが結構多いよね。なんか、流行ってるね。なんか、サイドダンスが一段落して、なんか今、 オールドスクールなやつがすごい来てるのかな。
Yeah, she says, of course the new stuff is popular, but it's the old stuff that, still rings true, rings home,
Yeah.
Old is gold, baby, old is gold.
Old is gold. I mean, yeah, it's, I think with a lot of with the old school, it's it's just like total different sound to now. So, and it's kind of cool because you can still play it now and it sounds fresh, So, yeah.
今も新鮮に聞きますよねって。
そうね。なんかネオゴアっていうの？最近の人たちが昔のゴアトランス風なのを作るのは。あんまり知らないんだけど。
Neo Goa?
そう、ネオゴアっていう。
Sorry?
ネオゴアっていうなんか新しい、なんていうの？名前？あんまりよく知らないんだけどね、私。
Yeah, the new stuff?
最近の、若い人たちが昔のゴアトランスみたいなやつを作ってる音がネオゴアっていうの？私よく知らないんだけどね。
Yeah.
なんかそういうのが最近多い気がする。
Are you playing Domino? Kurt's asking a question. What?
Yeah. She said the old stuff, or I'm sorry, the new stuff that but the new what they're playing. She's not too up to date on it, but the old stuff is always what she goes to.
What she goes to, yeah.
Yeah.
And what are REE.k, what are some of your favorite artists?
I love Mike McGuire.
Mike McGuire?
Yeah.
See, he retired.
Yeah. He retired, but he still plays like at some small events.
Small parties.
And he plays every year at the Antares.
Antares.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still DJing.
Yeah, just like not like regularly, but yeah, like for Antares he plays for sure, and then like for small private parties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
he's my
number one DJ.
Yeah, he's my hero.
Yeah. And he's a nice guy too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He supported the female DJs a lot, which is so cool.
Sure.
Especially in that time, like when we started, you didn't get many, male DJs supporting female DJs, but Mike McGuire was definitely one big one. So, yeah.
そうですね。マイクは昔から女性 DJ をきっちり応援したりとか支援した人なので、やっぱ尊敬してますね。
私もすごい尊敬してます。一番。
Yeah, number one, Mike McGuire.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the one place? Let me just add. There was in Nishi Shinjuku, there was a place that Juno played. Damn, I can't remember. It was like clown or a circus. 昔さ、西新宿さ、REE.k さん、箱があったんだけどさ、90年に、そう、なんか一回さ、そこでジュノやってたんだけど、すっげえバリバリいいパーティーだったよ。
これ私も行ったかな。西新宿。
I think you were there, because I mean, you know how that is. 昔は、京子もよく飛んでんだけどさ、あれはすっげえやばい、いい感じ、いいパーティーでしたよ。箱の名前覚えてないんだよ。まあ。
I can't remember.
There's so many.
There's so many.
But,
that's the problem.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't remember everything clearly, but there was one party that I remember in Nishi Shinjuku. It was a banger. It was a real good one. I just can't remember the name of of the party and the club, but it's
Okay.
all good.
The club. Yeah, I know that's the problem. When you party so much and there's so many, it's like
Yep.
it like fades out.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
That's okay. And then I wanted to also ask REE.k is like I know this is a tough question because maybe you can't say one, but like a memory of playing at a party that you will never forget, that's like still like that was so like amazing, or like yeah, that like touched you, like is there any party or festival?
ちょっと難しい質問になるかもしれないけど、なんか今までこう、なんかね、心に残った、印象に残った、感動したパーティーか、イベントか、なんか特に残っていますか？
なんか一個一個がね、すごいからね、これっていうなんかあったかな。一個一個
これ
がね、
ってないんですか？やっぱこう、
これって今
2000年のレインボーとか、2000年のこう、サウスアフリカ、南アフリカとか、なんか、ないんですか？ターキー。ターキーもいたよね。
一個一個がすごかった。
Did she play in South Africa too?
南アフリカ行ったんですか？ No, no. I'm sorry. I was just try to inspire her maybe with the with the recollection. Yeah. Yeah, like they're all great. You know, there's so many good parties, you know, 特になんもないですか？なんか最近でも、なんか昔の、なんか。
じゃあ一つあげるならば、
そう、あげるならば。
ブームフェスティバルに行ったの。
ブームフェスティバル。
前の時かな。それも3年か2年前。あれはもう
Maybe 2 or 3 years ago at the Boom Festival.
Okay.
私が行った中で一番大きかった。5万人とか6万人とかいたんじゃないかな。
Like about 50 or 60,000 showed up for the Boom Festival and 2 or 3 years ago. Boom, boom, boom.
一つのなんか国みたいになってて、なんかスーパーマーケットあるし、ATM はあるし、なんか、なんていうか、もうなんか一つのなんか独立国家じゃないけど、なんかそんな感じに見えちゃって。
She said there were so many people there, it was like its own little trance nation, you know, independent nation of trance, go a trance.
Go a trance, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. And then, what do you think for you is your most rewarding thing about being a DJ, REE.k?
いいね。こう、一番こうDJ として一番得してることって何かありますか？
何をしてる？
得なんか rewarding こうためになったなんか得たこととかありますか？
なんていうか結構なんか思ってることがすごいたくさんあるんだけど、なんかそれを言葉でなんか表現するのがなんかあんまり上手じゃない。だからなんか音楽だったらなんていうかその言葉とかあんま関係ないし、なんか自分の言いたいこととかそういうのが音楽だったらなんか伝えられるのかなと思ったりとかして。なんかね、結局は私は最終的に DJ やってる時は最後の方結局めでたしってところに私持ってきたくて、これで全部良かったよっていうところになんかその DJ2 時間とかってその間はなんかこういろいろあるけど、でも最終的に結局は全部めでたしっていう、なんかみんなこれで良かったねっていう風なところに私はいつも持ってきたい。でそれをなんかみんな大丈夫だよっていうなんかそういうことを伝えたいんだけど、なんか言葉でどうやって伝えていいのかわかんないから音楽やってる感じかな。
Oh, yeah, that's a good question, you know, and it's kind of hard for her to put, you know, something like that into words easily, but you know, There's been so many parties and so many friends, so many places over the years. But when it comes to her, it's all about the music, you
Yeah.
know. And of course, you know, people always support her no matter where she goes, and they always give her a big hand. But when it comes down to it, you know, it's all about the music for her, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
って感じかな。どうですか、DK さん。あんまりうまく伝わったかな。大丈夫かな。
大丈夫だと思います。
ありがと
ありがと
う。うん。
う。なんかね、本当私喋るの苦手。
Yeah, she's not, you know, her, she's not a big talker.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, me neither.
そう、
ごめんなさい、もうそうだ。俺もシャイだよ、俺もシャイ。俺もシャイ。
Yeah.
All right.
And so I look forward to, like, you know, listening to, you know, more of your stuff that you're going to be releasing, REE.k. And I hope that I get to see you, like, or we get to play together at some point again. Would be kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It would be nice. It would be nice to do like another all-female party again in Japan. It would be kind of cool.
今後、こう、リケさんのこう曲はたくさんこう聴いてみたりしたいと思うし、なんかまた今後ね、一緒にまたオールフィメールパーティーができたらまたいいなぁと。
いいね。
でき
今なんか
たらね。
海外行くのほらコロナでちょっと海外行くのも大変だから、またね、いろんなこと元に戻るといいね。なんていうか。
Yeah, maybe in a couple of years. I mean, it would be nice, like, to plan one to do one in Goa and get you to come to play in India for the first time.
そうだって、こう、リケさんの30周年、30周年パーティーとして来年、こう、ゴアで、こう、企画して、こう、合流できたら幸い、幸い
ね。最高だね、そしたら。
Yeah, that would be cool if you guys could get together for her. So next year's going to be her 30th.
ようやくデビューな感じですかね。
Yeah, that would be cool since she's never played at Goa either. It could be her debut after 30 years, debut in Goa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, would be crazy. I mean, I'm guessing REE.k is like around the same age as me or something.
I think REE.kさん、やっぱ50ですか？ I mean, ごめんね、なんか年齢聞いちゃって。
Okay, so she
今度
started.
51だよ。あともうちょっとで私51歳になりますよ。
Right, she
Really?
started in 20s. She started in her 20s, and she's. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's going to be 51 soon. So she's a couple years older than you and I. Oh.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
old, so yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't look it either. She looks the same.
昭和45ですか？
She doesn't look it at all. Huh?
すごく若く見られるよって。全然変わらないよ。
あ、そうだね。Yeah, September, I'm become 51.
Wow.
51 in September. All right.
You don't look it at all. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
私
全然年取れないよって。
なんか中学生に間違われたりとかね、してね、警察の人とかにね、なんか、もう20歳なのに補導されて、そうなったりとかね。なんやろ。
Yeah. When she was 20, the cops used to stop her for being, you know, like looking like a junior high school, but yeah. もう若く見られて、いいことだよ。
Oh, you're lucky.
まあ、老けるより、老けて見られる、ね、老けて見えるよりかはいいよね。
Yeah. What? Yeah. You know, I was just saying that's not a bad thing to look young. How about you,
No.
Domino? You look great there too. So
Yeah,
hey.
no. I'm getting, yeah.
Well,
might
you know,
not,
none of
maybe.
us are getting any younger.
Huh?
We're not getting younger, but you guys look great. Trust me, you guys look great. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm gonna. You guys look great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and so REE.k, you just want to keep on making music. You like, you're not really thinking of like retiring or anything, right? You're just gonna keep on.
どうですか今後どうするんですかこう将来的にこう続くんですかそれか。
私も生きてる限り音楽は。
Yeah! As long as he's alive, she'll be playing music.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, maybe in the future we should do a track, REE.k.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe in the future, maybe in a couple of years, we should collaborate.
Collaborate しようかって。
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah. That's kind of my focus in a couple of years is to maybe try and focus more on making music instead of DJing so much. Then, you know, yeah. So.
Yeah.
Now my oldest is grown up now. I just have the one to look after. So makes life a little bit easier for me.
そう、こう、息子さんが最近高校卒業してたので、今度、ドミノさんが今度プロデュースの方に力入れようかなって言ってる。
なんか面白いことになるといいですね。
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. I hope everything's okay. He became a firefighter, right? Your son, Marley?
Yeah, he's on standby now for a call to go to the
there's
fire.
There's fires up your way, right? Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're freezing. Frozen.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Over here.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't want to take too much of REE.k's time, but I just wanted to say, like, thank you so much for you know doing this interview, and I'm sorry that it was like so much confusion to make a date. Yeah, thank you so much, and I'm really looking forward to hearing your sound that's coming out.
Oh.
And it's on Matsuri, right? On Matsuri Digital?
Japan Calling? まあこうインタビューにREE.kさんまで聞こえる？
聞こえる。なんか今、飛行機が飛んでた。
はい。まずこうインタビューに出てくれて感謝申し上げましたが、Thank you for being on the interview, and 今後の音もすごく楽しみに期待してるし、最近の曲、あれで祭りで出てんでしたっけ？ジャパンコーリング。
そう。
違う。Is it? Okay.
祭りっていうか、フューチャーミュージックっていうイスラエルの。
Yeah. Israel?
Future Music、何でしたっけ？ Future Music Production? Future FMP?
そう、フューチャーミュージック。
Okay.
Future Music.
Future Music.
But I'll send it to you, Domino. I'll send it to you.
Okay. And then is there any Kurt, can you look, is there any like questions here for REE.k from Japanese people that she can answer while we're live here?
Cool. Yeah. Man, my eyes, it's so small on my eyes. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
No. Sorry. But, こうなんか、チャットの中、答える質問とかありますか？なんか、俺もなんか字がちっちゃくてあんまりよく読めないんだけど。
REE.k, can you see any questions for you there in Japanese?
日本語でお答えする質問とかありますか？
質問？
なんかチャットになんか答えしようかなって。
うん。あれ？大丈
夫かな？
どれ？
いや、よくわかんない。なんかありますか？俺はずっとこの二人の話ばっかりに集中してたので、全然こうチャット見てないんでごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. I've just been concentrating on what you guys have been talking about. I haven't even looked at the chat.
But there's there's a few if you scroll back, there's a few, but I couldn't reply to them because I don't know what they're saying. So
Gotcha. Caught us. Are you playing Domino? Caught us the question. Uh,
根
well,
の
I
上高原、
can.
岐阜。
岐阜の屋根の上の高原の集合。
Do you guys remember the? Yeah, when you guys played on the top of the roof in Gifu Prefecture. Gifu no Nenoe ka. That old party.
高原。根の上も面白かった。
いやー、俺も、それ言ってると思うんだよね。They had the river, they had the river and the lake, right? 湖とか川だったんだよね。
そう、湖があって。
Yeah, there was this place down in Gifu.
何にも見えなかった。
Yeah. Somebody chatted about a party that you guys did back in Gifu, probably like in '98 or '99. It was way down. Yeah, I know, but there were so many. But it was a good location. It was like it was just in the beautiful meadow. It had just like this perfect lake and this perfect stream and river, and it was just a great spot. But
この時は、まあ、ジュノリアクターのライブとかあったりとか。
yeah, Juno Reactor Live. Yeah, it was badass.
ヨハンがドラム叩いてたね。
Johan did the drums. I'm sure you were there. You were there, girl.
Yeah.
You guys, I think you guys talked about it when Johan was on the show.
Okay.
It's all good. Don't get too excited, Domino. It was a good one. Trust me, it was a good one. You were like,
know what? When I interviewed Mike McGuire, there was some parties like he was telling me about. Oh yeah, you remember when we played for the Japanese opening for the soccer? I can't even remember that. I'm like, what?
That was 2002. When the World Cup came to Japan and Korea. Yeah, that was some good times.
But I was like, that was like blurred, and then when he said it, I was like, it was slowly coming back to me. I was like, oh my god, yeah. So
yeah. So many parties, so many memories, but all of them are blurry.
yeah. That's the thing.
But you guys are still great. You guys keep powering it out.
Yeah.
Respect. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of both of y'all. Thanks for the opportunity.
and Kurt, thank you so much for doing the translation. That's really I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I'm just glad you guys had a chance to have a good conversation. And DK さんごめんね。DK さんの話ばっかり邪魔してごめんね。
大丈夫。めちゃめちゃ面白かったよ。
こんなことできて、もう本当に個人的に嬉しくて、ありがとうございます。Thank you.
よかった。
Yeah, it's been an honor.
Yeah.
But, man, an hour flew by.
Huh? An hour flew by. Yeah, an hour goes really quick.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Good morning. Somebody saying good morning. Somebody that must be in India, maybe?
Greece.
Or somewhere in Europe. Because
Probably.
It's morning. Yeah. It's evening for me, it's evening for you, Kurt, and for REE.k, it's afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then in India it'll be morning, and in Europe it'll be morning time.
Yeah, it's bedtime for me. I got to go to bed, but yeah.
Yeah, India. Yeah, I thought so. Hi, India. And thank you everybody that's been on here to support the live. And I like to say, be safe, everybody, and lots of good vibes. Yeah. And everybody should stay positive, yes?
For sure. Of course. もう、DK さん、ありがとうね。ずっと、前向きに行こうね。ありがとうございますって。Thank you so much.
Thank you.
はい。どうもさん、お疲れさん。バイバイ。
Bye.
See you guys. はい。バイバイ。
Bye. ありがとう。
ありがとう。
はい。はい。じゃあね。
ますよ。
じゃあね。
Thank you.